back. My next guests are Margaret Westlove, the Director of Sales and Marketing, and Dave Janessi, the General Manager of iFLY Naperville. I'm telling you, I have heard all the buzz about iFLY, so fill me in and tell me about it.
Sure, absolutely. We are a new indoor skydiving facility located at the corner of Freedom and Independence off the 88 on Naperville Road. And we are a new experience for Naperville. What we do is operate a vertical wind tunnel, which allows you to float and simulates the experience and sensation of a skydive without actually getting in the plane and jumping out of it. We call the activity body flight, and it's kind of taken on a life of its own. It's become a sport across much of the world. Absolutely. And we basically have an instructor present for you, gives you some instruction prior to it, and then we gear you up. You can put on one of our flight suits. Do you have to put on like the heavy suits like you do if you were skydiving then? It's not a heavy suit. It's kind of just a sleek thing that protects your clothing. You wear your own clothing, and then the suit goes on right over it. And then it also protects anything that might be loose from flying around the table. We also provide shoes, but if you'd like to wear your own gym shoes, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
Fascinating. And so how did this happen? I mean, where did iFLY start?
Sure. The technology itself is based on military technology. And
you're a military?
I am, yes.
Yes, thank you for your service.
I'm a 10-year veteran of the Air Force.
Great.
My pleasure. And in the Air Force, actually, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, as far back as 1964, there's records of vertical wind tunnels, not the sideways wind tunnels that they test cars in, but vertical wind tunnels, and they were using them to test some of the rocket equipment returning to Earth from space missions. And a guy named Jack Tiffany actually said, hey, I bet I can get in one of those and do some interesting research as well, so to speak. And it worked. The commercial applications began about 15 years ago in Orlando. Was our first commercial tunnel open to the public. And since then, we've been growing and improving our technology. We're up to the 5th generation design now, and in it, we recirculate the air. We don't take it in the bottom and push it out the top. This allows us to operate in cold weather environments in places where it rains and snows.
Makes sense. That's really interesting.
Sure.
Well, I know that you have great events. Margaret, I'm sure your events are so much fun, so tell me a little bit about them.
Yes, first of all, we are so excited to be in Naperville. It's just a great, great community to offer the iFLY experience. We do a variety of different things. We have corporate events that we host with whether they want to hold a board meeting, team building, sales meetings. We have a beautiful private conference room on our 3rd floor that has all the technology that they need to run their business with the widescreen TV that has a live feed from our tunnel so they can experience the tunnel at the same time. We also, on the 2nd floor of the flight deck, we also have a party room where we host a variety of parties, whether it's birthday parties, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, wedding showers, bridal showers. We do all that kind of stuff. It's simply amazing. And one of the other unique things that we do is we have a wonderful education program that we are STEM certified, and we have an educator that goes into the school districts, and we host all different type of educational field trips, so to speak, where they can come in and there's actually a class and they learn different things about math and science and then experience the wind tunnel. So it's really, really wonderful experience. Just fabulous corporate events. It's going like gangbusters. It's wonderful.
I'm sure. That's a fun event.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me, who can fly? Can anybody fly? I mean, is there an age limit?
We do have an age limit. It's anyone from 3 to 103.
Really?
Yes. So most anybody can fly. We do have a couple restrictions based on shoulder injuries, and you can find more about that on the website. But ultimately, we've been flying the entire spectrum so far at Naperville. In fact, we had our first 90-plus club member join us.
That's fantastic.
Last week.
Yep, a 93-year-old lady was out for lunch, saw the sign, came in and said, I want to try this. So she flew,
and
it was exciting,
So do you just fly by yourself? I mean, are you with your group of friends, or what does that look like?
Certainly. We offer really any option you'd like to pursue. You can fly a la carte with us just on a solo basis. You can bring in a couple of friends. We have packages between 2 and 5 people, and then beyond that we have some
And they can all be
packages.
Flying at the same time?
Well, actually, for your first time, we recommend and really kind of enforce that you'll be in there alone with an instructor who'll be standing right next to you. And then once you get your wings and once you relax a little bit and and can do some more maneuvers on your own,
Okay.
you can start pursuing more of the complicated flight type activities.
Very cool. Well, I think, Margaret, you said it was sort of like Tinkerbell, you know, with this wind. So do people do like acrobatics? You said that it was like an indoor sport now. So what does that look like?
Yes, absolutely. It's called Body Flight, and it's actually accredited now by a nonprofit, the International Body Flight Association, and so they run regulations, safety protocols, and competitions. When you come visit us, some of our instructors will put on demonstrations for you, and I think you'll agree they're pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Seeing it on, social media and online is one thing when you're watching on a screen, but when you see these guys and girls in person doing some of these maneuvers,
amazing.
it's amazing. It's mesmerizing.
Is it
really.
like gymnastics, like
Very
flips
much
and
so.
turns and things like that? That's
Yeah, I mean, imagine somebody flying. That's what it is. No
Wow,
kidding.
that's very
So
cool.
anything you could ever imagine to do while you're flying, they will do inside the tunnel. And it's interesting because, it's been so much in our storytelling over the last 100 years in this country, particularly with our myths and our superheroes. And when you watch the tunnel, these ladies and gentlemen look like superheroes in there.
That's really
It's
fascinating.
amazing. Yeah. So it's very rewarding to watch the children's reaction.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just sit on the benches and Maggie will join me, and we'll watch as the kids come up the stairs.
Yeah.
And beyond knowing the physics about it, the kids just know that people can fly now inside the tunnel, and they're amazed.
So when they
it's really
tell their
something to
family and
see.
friends I can fly, they're really
They can
telling
fly.
the
They
truth.
really are saying that.
Right?
Yes.
Wonderful. And we'll be right back.